There we go. Now we have noise there. She just came on. It's usually not that quiet. All right, Michelle H. I assume you are Michelle Harding.
Okay, sorry.
You are Michelle Harding.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to add your last name and I'm going to put Mr. Fry's name after yours.
Okay.
And that way, when Mr. Fry joins us, I will bring you back in, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back in the waiting room. All right, Miss Yellett. Is that how you pronounce your name, Yellett?
Yes, Barker Yellett.
Okay, this is in the matter of, well, it's not quite 8:30. Oh, Mr. Fry, you are here. I didn't even see you. Sorry. I have Isaac Sneed. Mr. Sneed, I know it's not quite 8:30, but are you okay if I start a pretrial? Or no, an arraignment, I guess. Okay. So, Mr. Barker, you represent Miss Yellett, correct?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Barker, P36030 on behalf of Miss Yellett Barker.
Thank you. Okay. Kara Yellett, you mean? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kara Christine Barker Yellett, file number 25-22270FH. This is a date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. Mr. Barker, do you waive the reading of the felony information?
We do, Your Honor, and stand mute.
Okay. Have you received a copy of the prosecutor's request for discovery, witness list, and felony information?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay. How do you wish to proceed today?
I assume we will set it for a pretrial, Your Honor. We have a scheduled meeting with the officer in charge of the case seeking a resolution. That's supposed to take place Thursday afternoon.
All right. My next available pretrial is July 16 at 8:30 in the morning.
I'll put some vocals for just a moment, Your Honor, while I look at the book. That would be fine, Your Honor.
All right. So I will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. I will set this for pretrial July 16 at 8:30 in the morning. You can do Zoom or in person. And because it's arraignment, we'll prepare the notice of hearing. So your bond's continued. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Fry, I have Miss Harding. So where's he at? Brian Fry. There he is. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michelle Lynn Harding. We have multiple files, 24-21779FH, 24-21780FH. Well, we have two files, I guess. I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Miss Harding, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the prosecutor's office. Says date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Fry, how do you wish to proceed?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. We would ask for an adjournment, if possible, in this case. Last time we were here, we asked to get Miss Harding screened for recovery court, which she did go through that process, but had expressed during that she would rather remain in Chippewa County, where she is right now in transitional housing. So we learned that they have their own recovery court program. So we're wanting to get her screened up there to see if they take her or not. And we just need a little more time to do that.
All right. Well, I will adjourn this to July 16 at 8:30 in the morning. Mr. Fry, obviously, if there's a resolution, please bring her in sooner on a day that is not a Wednesday, and we will accommodate you. Mr. Fry, can you do the stip in order to adjourn? And Mr. Sneed, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Fry. Thank you, Ms. Harding. Your bond's continued.
Thank you.
What day was that again, Your
Thank
Honor?
you. July 16 at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Shaquana, which case are you coming in on?
Morning, Judge. This is for the matter with Kevin King.
Okay, and I have also Mr. Falcone as well.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
this is, anybody else? Just you two? Okay. Okay, never mind. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Lynn King, file number 25-22153 FH. I have Allison Arnold appearing on behalf of the people with perfect timing. I have Eden Shaquana. Did I pronounce your name correct?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
P88373 appearing on behalf of the defendant, and Joseph Falcone. What is your P number, Mr. Falcone?
It's P25727, Your Honor.
All right, and is it Falcone or are you old school Falcone? Because I'm
No.
Anzalone, not
Yeah.
Anzalone.
No, it's Falcone.
Okay, you're Americanized yours too. All right. So, and I have Mr. King appearing via Zoom. So, this is the date and time set for pretrial. I do have a plea agreement form that was placed in the file on May 6th. How are we proceeding today, Mr. Shaquana or Mr. Falcone?
Your Honor, this is Joseph Falcone. We would like to submit the plea agreement and plead to count one of the amended complaint.
Sure. So the plea agreement I have is that he will plead as charged to count one, which is embezzlement, 100,000 or more. I don't have an amended complaint. Is there a
So
different?
it's the felony information dated March 3rd, 2025.
Yep, embezzlement, 100,000 or more.
Yes.
Okay, and all right, so that is count one is embezzlement, $100,000 or more, which has a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison. And there is a Cobb's evaluation. The court will sentence the defendant to 1 year immediate incarceration in Lenawee County Jail, to be followed by a probation term. 6 months of that jail term will be suspended if the defendant pays at least 40,000 in restitution at or before sentencing. I believe that's the sum total of the agreement. Would you agree with that, Mr. Falcone?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And Mr. Shaquana
Yes, Judge.
and Ms. Arnold?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. King, want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mr. King, you have heard the statement that I have made, the prosecutor has made, as well as your attorney, Mr. Falcone. Is it your intention today to plead guilty to count one, embezzlement, $100,000 or more, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison and or a fine up to $50,000 or 3 times the amount embezzled, whichever is greater? So is it your intention to plead guilty to that charge?
It is, Your Honor.
And you understand there's a sentencing agreement, which is that you will serve 1 year in jail and 6 months will be suspended if you pay at least 40,000 in restitution on or before sentencing. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. So, and it's your intention to plead guilty to that count?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Are you satisfied with your attorneys and the advice that they have given you?
Yes, I am.
All right, neither the prosecutor, the defendant, nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court other than the Cobb's evaluation. Is that correct, Ms. Arnold?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Shaquana?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Falcone?
Yes, Judge.
And is that correct as far as you're aware, Mr. King?
It is, Your Honor.
So, Mr. King, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Sir, do you understand if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that?
I understand that.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
I understand.
The recent changes in the law, do you understand that if I accept your plea and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failure to appear for sentencing, violating terms of conditions on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. So do you have any questions, Mr. King, about the rights that I've given to you?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. King, how do you plead to the charge that on or about the period of January 1 of 2018 through October 17 of 2023 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee, that you did commit the offense of embezzlement 100,000 or more? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to you and induce you to plead guilty to this charge other than the agreement that was placed on the record?
No, they have not, Your Honor.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
Is prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Ms. Arnold?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Falcone?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Shikwana?
No, Judge.
Okay. Sir, is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. King, during the time period of January 1 of 2018 through October 17 of 2023, were you employed by King Tool Company, King Tool Inc.?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and is that located in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and what was your title there?
Primarily responsibilities were the accounting and bookkeeping.
Okay, and during the time period of January 1 of 2018 through October 17 of 2023, did you embezzle $100,000 or more from King Tool Inc.?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you converted it to your own use, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you did not have the consent of King Tool Inc. to do so?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and you were able to do that because of your position there as an accountant?
That's correct.
Are people satisfied?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right, has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Ms. Arnold?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Falcone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Shikwana?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them other than the agreement that is part of the plea agreement form that was filed. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. Our standard is 6 weeks out for sentencing. Do we need more time?
If I may, we don't need more time, and Mr. King has expressed, obviously, this is life-changing for him, and he would like to kind of expedite it as quickly as possible. Obviously, I know that there's some things that need to occur first, but we wanted to share that.
So, I'm more than happy to remand him to custody today to get the jail term started. But my next available sentencing date is July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. Are you both available that day, Mr. Falcone and Mr. Shaquana?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. King, you are going to be required to come in person, but counsel, you can Zoom or come in person, whatever you and your client are comfortable with. So I am going to set sentencing. Ms. Arnold, you're available that day?
I am, thank you.
I'll set sentencing for July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. And as I said, Mr. King, that'll be in person. And all right. So in a moment, well, first of all, Mr. Falcone, we are required now, and the law just changed May 1. I need him to sign an advice of rights form. So if we mail that to your office, would you be able to get that signed by him, or I could have it available at the time of sentencing?
If you mail it, Your Honor, we'll get it signed.
Okay, so we'll mail the advice of rights. We're changing our policies. I don't know why they did that for circuit court. It's kind of a district court thing, but now we got to do it too. So, Mr. King, in a moment, I'm going to place you and your counsel, if they'd like, into a breakout room with Miss Holly from the Michigan Department of Corrections. She's going to give you some direction in terms of meeting with the probation department and the steps you need to take. When you meet with them, be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred. She'll prepare or whoever is assigned to you will prepare a pre-sentence report. We will provide that to your attorneys for them to review before the day of sentencing. And then we will see you back then again on July 11 at 8:15. So I'm going to open up a breakout room, and Mr. Falcone and Mr. Shaquana, do you wish to join that breakout room as well?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So let me open up a bunch of them because it's going to be a busy Wednesday. All right, so I'm going to invite you all. Where'd you go, Miss Holly? Oh, there you are. All right, go ahead and join that breakout room. And when you're done, go ahead and disconnect and go on your way. Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Brandt.
I wasn't sure if they'd be here in person, so.
Huh?
I wasn't sure if they'd be here in person, so I came up.
It's okay. It's not a long walk, right?
No. See you guys.
Bye. Are you here for, do you have a case today? What's your name?
Jill.
Hey, this is Judge Insmone. I am ready for Chad Marvin, Elvin Graves, and James Renner.
All righty.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, bye-bye.
Bye. What's your name again?
Sarah Fonseca.
Okay. There you are, and you're Mr. Milaro, so why don't you come on up? Mr. Brandt, you are.
9013.
Mr. Brown.
That was Sam
Oh,
talking
that
in
was
the
him. Oh,
background.
okay, thank you.
He was talking about me probably.
Okay.
Mr. Brandt, I don't have you down. Who are you here on today?
Ms. Bursiaga?
I don't have a Miss Bursiaga. Might be Judge Olsaver.
No, we have been in front of you before. We have a co-defendant.
What is the first name?
Now you're gonna make me look up. Hold on. Because I just talked to her on the phone.
That's great.
Sabrina?
I just need the first name so I can look it up because I don't have it on my docket.
First name is spelled Kebrina.
All right, Miss Adams or somebody look that up. I do not have it on the docket today. All right, this is,
scheduled with Judge Olsaver.
yep, it's a Judge Olsaver file. You've been
Interesting.
in front of me a lot, but not on this one.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Aye.
All right, so this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Sarah M. Fonseca, file number 24-22038FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Fonseca, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for a pretrial conference in this matter. Mr. Malaro, I do have an amended felony information in the file. So, Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed today?
Can the court hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Judge, I believe we have a plea, but I have to explain a small detail to Ms. Fonseca. Could I do a breakout with her in the hallway?
Sure. So, Ms. Fonseca, do you know how to sign into the Zoom out there? All right, I'm gonna walk out with you. You got it? All right, my bailiff / IT guy is gonna take you out there to log in, all right? All right. So, all right, Mr. Malaro, we'll let you, Mr. Malaro, on Mr. Graves and Mr. Renner, are there going to be any pleas or are you just getting other dates?
Judge, I anticipate pleas on both files.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So Mr. Graves and Mr. Renner, just bear with us a moment. Let me get Mr. Fry. I also have your client. There we go. We got Miss Holly back.
He has an option to turn himself in today. He might not. Is that the deal?
No, I said he could, but they never take me up on that. But if he wants to turn himself in today, he can.
It sounded like he was gonna. I just want to make sure that's what, because that's not what I heard. But okay, I want to make
Yeah,
sure.
no. I always
Okay.
offer, we're
Yeah.
always hospitable. So, all right. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Hold on, I'm closing the breakout room and then I'm gonna put the hallway. I'm gonna ask you to unmute your device in the hallway and start your video. I'll send you a request. Go ahead and just click on it. There you go. And I'm gonna send you a request to start your video now. And then I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Malaro. And then when you're done, just leave it on because I'll probably use it again. All right. Go ahead and join that breakout room. All right, Mr. Fry, I have somebody. I have Mr. Marvin, right? Mr. Marvin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me grab your paperwork. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Chad Thomas Marvin. We have multiple files. We have file number 25-22272FH. We have file number 25-22239FH and 25-22259FH. So I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Mr. Marvin. Hold on, let me get there. So we have a pretrial on file number 25-22239, as well as, okay. as well as 25-22259FH. And then we have an arraignment on file number 25-22272FH. So, Mr. Fry, do you waive the reading of the felony information on 25-22272FH?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd waive the reading and ask the court to enter not guilty plea on behalf of my client.
All right, and I will do so. And you have received a copy of the felony information prosecutor's request for discovery and witness list?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and how would you like to proceed today then, Mr. Marvin?
So, Your Honor, if possible, could I talk to Mr. Marvin in a breakout room? Miss Adams just sent me a bench warrant, I guess, and I wasn't aware of it.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yep, there is a bench warrant on file number 25-22239FH for failure to drug test 3 times a week at Lenawee drug testing facility after being released from jail in April 28 of 25. So, yep. All right, so I'm gonna open up a breakout room for you both. So hold on a second. Just a minute, hold on. All right, so Mr. Marvin is in room number 1. And Mr. Fry, I had to close a bunch of rooms. All right, go ahead and join that breakout room. Mr. Marvin. All right, so back on the record with Miss Fonseca. So Miss Fonseca, why don't you come back up? All right, Mr. Malaro, have you had an opportunity now to speak with Miss Fonseca?
Of course, the video, there we go. Yes, I have, Your Honor.
How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, I believe we have reached a resolution of this matter. The resolution is as follows. Ms. Fonseca will be pleading guilty to the added count 3 of the amended information, attempted possession of a loaded firearm in a motor vehicle pursuant to 750.227C, a 1-year misdemeanor, and then pursuant to 750.239, that is mandatory forfeiture. And then counts 1 and 2 would be dismissed at the time of sentencing. There's a further agreement of no immediate jail. I don't believe there's restitution, but if there is, it would be determined by the court. And I believe that involves the plea agreement that we've reached today.
So I have count 3 and 4 asterisk. She's pleading both of those?
I'm sorry,
or
yes. Sorry, yes, count 3 and count 4, attempted possession.
All right, and so Mr. Sneed, I just have a quick question. It shows that the high court misdemeanor 1 year, and the laws probably changed. I thought high court misdemeanors were 2 years. Like 1 years too?
Well, with the attempt, it makes it a 1 year.
Because it's the attempt, okay. And you said no upfront jail. And Mr. Sneed, is that correct? Plead guilty to count 3 and count 4 and no upfront jail?
It is, and I know there is a written plea agreement that's been provided to Mr. Malero. I don't know if the court has received that signed yet.
I do not have that yet, but that's okay. Any other sentencing agreements?
No, thank you.
Not from the defense, Judge, no.
Ms. Fonseca, you want to, is it Fonseca? Fonseca. All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Now, Ms. Fonseca, you heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorney. Is it your intention to plead guilty to count 3, attempted weapons, firearms, possession of a loaded firearm in or upon a vehicle which carries a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in jail and or a $1,250 fine. Though it does require mandatory forfeiture of a weapon or device. So is it your intention to plead guilty to that count?
Yes.
And then is it your intention to plead guilty to count 4, which is the same charge, attempted weapons, firearms, possession of a loaded firearm in or upon a vehicle, which also is a high court misdemeanor, which carries up to 1 year in jail and or $1,250 fine and mandatory forfeiture of a weapon. So is it your intention to plead guilty to both of those counts? Do you understand that there's a plea agreement that there would be no upfront jail in this case? Speak louder for me.
Okay.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes.
All right. Do you, neither the prosecutor, the defendant, or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other possible sentence with the court? Is that correct, Mr. Malaro?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Steen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Fonseca, as far as you're aware, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. And Ms. Adams, I will need an advice of rights form from Ms. Fonseca. Neither the if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. We're also going to give you a written copy of these, and I'm going to ask you to sign it just to acknowledge you've read it and understand your rights, okay? All right, you have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Hold on one second, Ms. Adams. I'm also going to need one over to the jail for Mr. Graves and Mr. Renner to sign today too. Thank you. They're in a room already. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So the laws change. So do you understand that if the plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. So for example, if you get in trouble or get arrested on a new charge, that no upfront jail agreement would go out the window and you wouldn't, as you used to be able to, have a right to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failure to appear for sentencing, violating terms of conditions on bond or the terms of any sentencing agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. So I'm going to pause here. My bailiff's going to bring down to your advice of rights. I want you to read through it and then sign it. Today's date is May 28th. And Mr. Renner and Mr. Graves, we will get a copy over to the jail now for you guys to look through. So did you get a chance to read through it
Yes, ma'am.
and you understand it
Yes, ma'am.
and you signed it?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to put that advice of rights into the file. So thank you, Ms. Fonseca. So do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so Ms. Fonseca, how do you wish to plead to count 3, the charge that on or about September 16 of 2024, that you were in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee, and that you committed the offense of attempted weapons, firearms, possession of a loaded firearm in or upon a vehicle? And there are 2 counts. How do you plead to each count? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, and one of them was a Smith and Wesson SD 40, and one was a CW 45 KAHR. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that would constitute both counts. So you plead guilty to both counts,
Yes,
ma'am? All right. Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to these counts?
No.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Malaro,
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Steen?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be other than the no upfront jail? So in terms of fines, costs, or anything like that? Speak up a little bit.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, no, ma'am.
It's okay. It's okay. Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes.
All right. So Ms. Fonseca, on September 16th of 2024, were you in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
Yes.
Okay. And were you driving a vehicle?
It was parked.
It was parked.
Yeah.
Were you in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Was anybody else in the vehicle with you?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. And somewhere in that vehicle was a Smith and Wesson. Where was that weapon?
I believe it was in the
Between the seats?
compartment.
Oh, in the little compartment between the seats? Whose car was that?
Fine.
We need the yes or no.
Okay, so it was yours and it was in the compartment between the seats, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and would you agree that would be concealed?
Yes.
Did you have, okay, and then that would be count 3. Under count 4, did you also have a KHR weapon?
Yes.
Where was that weapon?
That was in the vehicle as well.
Where in the vehicle?
And it was in the bag.
In a bag?
Yeah, like a duffel bag.
A duffel bag? Was it in the front seat, the back seat, the trunk?
In the back.
It was like on the floorboard between the back seat and the front seat? Say yes.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, all right. And would you agree that weapon was concealed?
Yes.
Were both of those loaded?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a concealed pistol license?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
I was in the process of that.
okay. Are the people satisfied?
Yes, thank you.
All right, has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Malaro?
Court has, yes.
All right, and Mr. Steen?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Malaro, can you repeat that?
The court has, yes, the court has.
Okay, thank you. I don't remember now, I just like backtrack, and I asked, has the court complied, correct?
Right.
Yeah, I did, Joanne.
Yes, you did,
Okay.
yes.
I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of her rights. She does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Malaro, are you available for sentencings on July 11 at 8:15?
Yes, I am available.
All right, so Ms. Fonseca, do you wish to appear in person or via Zoom?
Probably in person.
Okay, so I'll put you in person. And all right, so Ms. Fonseca, I am going to send you right across the hall to the probation department. Want you to go in there, I want you to check in. They're gonna get some information from you and they're gonna give you instructions going forward. So I think they'll give you a packet to fill out and then a time and date to come back. It'll get your contact information, make sure your voicemail's set up. Make sure you can access your voicemail because they'll leave an appointment time for you to come in. When you come in and meet with them, be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred, and they'll prepare a pre-sentence report. We will provide a copy of that to Mr. Malaro a few weeks before sentencing. Make sure you reach out to him in advance of sentencing to review that with him. And then we'll see you back for sentencing on July 11 at 8:15. Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing from Miss Fonseca?
Judge, did she plead to misdemeanors?
Oh,
She
shoot,
did.
never mind.
I know,
I'm gonna
I didn't
take
want to
that.
interrupt you.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that all back. All right, we're gonna give you a notice of hearing for sentencing.
Sorry.
Next Thursday on, I looked at that high court and all right. So next, let's see, that would be June 5, a week from tomorrow. I need you to report to district court probation and talk to Mike McCarron and he'll prepare a pre-sentence report and we'll get that to your attorney, okay? Okay, all right. So there's some law changes going on right now that will send these misdemeanors back down to district court anyway. So that'll be nice. All right, so Ms. Fonseca, have a seat. We'll get you a notice of hearing and remember a week from tomorrow, you report to district court probation, all right? Thank you. All right, that one. Let's see. All right, Mr. Fry, who would you like to start? Well, let me see. Is Brian still in with? All right, he's still in with Mr. Marvin. Okay, so do you want Mr. Renner or Mr. Graves, Mr. Malaro?
We can do Mr. Renner.
All right, let me grab Mr. Renner's files. Okay, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Vernon Renner. File number 21-20539FH, 22-21119FH, 22-21120FH. Those are all probation violation files and contempt of court files. And then we have file number 25-22223FH, which is a pretrial on a new file. So thank you, Ms. Fonseca.
Have a good day.
You too. So, Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed?
I believe Mr. Renner is going to plead guilty on the 223FH file as charged. The habitual offender notice will be dismissed and then he will be admitting.
Hold on. So he's gonna plead on 25-22223. What's he gonna plead to on that, count 2? Or,
I only have a count 1.
yeah, count 1, police officer. Is he pleading to the 5-year or are there any subs?
He's going to plead to the 5-year, but the habitual offender 4th notice will be dismissed.
That's not accurate.
I have him pleading to a 2nd offense.
The offer was as charged with a habitual 2nd. So
That's what my notes
not-
say too.
That's not what my notes say.
I have plead as charged 2nd offense. That was put on the record the last time, which would make a 7.5 year.
Hold on. On April 16th, I have plead as charged, no subs. And then looking to see if he would get the RAP program. And that's from prosecutor's plea. Now that's changed, so I'll need to talk to him.
Okay, all right, so I can set this for another pretrial to, I can do June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. Or if you resolve it, I'll get them in right away.
Sure.
So, Mr. Malaro, if you can do the stip and order on the pretrial, we'll do the notice on the box. All right, so Mr. Renner, we'll see you back on June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. Thank you. All right, so now we have, do you need to talk to Mr. Graves while I go back to Mr. Fry?
I do
I'm not getting audio on you. I'm sorry, Mr. Malaro. It kind of fades
I
in and
do-
out.
I do not need to speak to Mr. Graves. I do not need
Okay.
to speak to Mr. Graves. I
Okay.
do not need to speak to Mr. Graves.
Thank you. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Chad Marvin, Mr. Fry, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Marvin?
Your Honor, I think we would like to, if the court has availability to set this for a non-Wednesday, to put a resolution on the record.
Okay, how far out?
As soon as possible.
Wow.
Mr. Hartung's not here today, so, but he will be back after today.
Who's not here?
Mr. Hartung, the prosecutor, but, he prefers to do this on a non-Wednesday.
Miss Adams, do we have anything tomorrow, Friday, next week? 15 minutes for a plea?
No. Oh,
You can bring me the book if you want.
okay.
Wow.
Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. We want these. I'm gonna take all those. You can take this one too. I'm not gonna- All right, thank you. All right, let's see what we can do. I can do, I can do 1:30 on June 10th.
Oh. No way. No way. I'd rather go with bonfire. It's way too
I
long.
can't hear you.
I need to speak to my attorney, I guess.
That's
long is
literally
that?
my next available day. I have a docket from 8 to 12 and 1:30 to 4:30 every day. So, you know, I can't just pop people in. So that's my next available day.
If you could just schedule us for then, for right now, Your Honor.
So I'll put it over to June 10 at 1:30. Is that via Zoom then, Mr. Fry?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, all right. We'll see you back June 10 at 1:30 PM. Thank you.
And then, Your Honor, if we can address bond.
Sure.
So, Your Honor, Mr. Marvin has a PR as posted bond in all these files. I think there's a bench warrant issued that's a $25,000 bond. That's the only thing holding him right now, as far as I can tell. But he's been in jail, so he hasn't been able to test. So I'm not quite sure on that violation. What's going on with that? He never even met with Mr. Coast. But he's willing to wear a tether, so we would just ask that he be released with a tether. He can pay for that. He lives locally. He owns a house here. But again, he has a PR bond in all his files. If the court wasn't willing to grant a PR bond, we'd ask for $100 bond to be put on all the files, so he's at least getting credit. But I do think a PR bond with a tether would be appropriate in these circumstances when he already has a PR bond and the violation is for something he couldn't have done because he's been sitting in jail.
Okay. So he has a PR bond on the new file that was set for arraignment today?
Yes.
That was committed while he was on bond for the other ones?
Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Sneed, you want to weigh in on that?
Sure, and I also have some notes from Mr. Hartung that were provided to council, indicating that we would oppose any PR bond or being lowered. Mr. Hartung pointed out every time that the defendant's released, he manages to commit 2 or 3 new felonies. In addition, there is a kite from the jail from Mr. Marvin in which dated May 25th of 2025, indicating that he's been made aware of a plot to kill him when he gets released. So it may not be in his best interest to be released if, in fact, that's what he's communicating to law enforcement 3 days ago, Your Honor. So ask the court to consider that in assessing bond here. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Fry?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I will set bond on file number 25-22239. That's the one you said he has a PR bond on, right?
He has a PR bond on all 3 files, Your Honor, except for the
Except for the
contempt.
contempt of court. All right, I'll set a $1,000 bond on 25-22239 FH, 25-22259 FH, and $1,000 bond on 25-22272 FH. I'll leave the $25,000 bond or whatever it was on the show cause. That way he's getting credit, but obviously I'll give him credit when it comes time to sentencing if he pleads.
Cash, sure.
Cash, sure. Thank you. All right, thank you. You're all set, Mr. Marvin. All right, Mr. Graves. Mr. Malaro, okay. All right, let me grab Mr. Graves' file. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Elvin D. Graves, file number 23-21428FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Graves. Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed today? And Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Graves is going to plead as charged in the 428FH file. It's my understanding he's been approved for recovery court. And so I believe that there are no supplements or habituals in the information. So I believe that is the resolution we've reached today.
Mr. Sneed, is that a correct recitation of the plea?
If I could just review the file 1 second, Your Honor, that's the first I've heard he's willing to plead. Sorry, the information is from 2023, but yes, that's accurate, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, hold on, I just spilled tea. Not the fun kind of tea, just hot tea. So, all right. Oh, I got it. Avoid spilling stuff. All right, Mr. Graves, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Graves, you have heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorney. Is it your intention to plead guilty to count 1, controlled substance possession of methamphetamine, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or a $15,000 fine? Is it your intention to plead guilty to that today?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Graves, it's my understanding you were screened and accepted into the recovery court program. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, are you satisfied with Mr. Milaro as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Neither the prosecutor, the defendant, nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court. Mr. Milaro, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Graves, as far as you're aware, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Graves, we're going to get over to you at the jail an advice of rights form for you to read through and sign. Excellent. So if you can sign 1 copy and fill it out for our records, they'll get this back to us. Thank you so much. And you can follow along or you can just listen, whichever. So Mr. Graves, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that, Mr. Graves?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if the plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have the right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failing to appear for sentencing, violating terms of condition on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Mr. Graves, do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
No, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Graves, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about, hold on, June 11 of 2023 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense, controlled substance possession of methamphetamine? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims, that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Malaro?
No, Your Honor.
Mr.
No.
Malaro?
Negative.
Thank you.
No.
Mr. Sneed?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimate what your sentence will be, Mr. Graves?
No.
All right, and it's your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Graves, back on June 11 of 2023, were you in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
Yes.
And did you at that time have in your possession methamphetamine?
Yes.
And you knew it was methamphetamine?
No, I did not know. Honestly, it was methamphetamine, but it was tested and it was found to be.
What did you think it was?
Honestly, I didn't know what it was. It was underneath a deck of playing cards. I didn't even know it was there.
So it wasn't yours?
It was not mine, but it was there.
Okay, Mr. Malaro, I'm unable to accept the plea.
Yeah, Judge, we can set it for trial. That's fine.
Okay, all right, so. All right, I'm gonna set this for July 15 at 9 o'clock. Are you available that day?
No, I'm not, Your Honor.
Oh, is this your case, Mr. Singh?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to set it for something. You said, did I say July 11 or 15, Mr. Steen?
15th.
Okay. Are you available the 16th?
No, I'm gonna be out of town for the last bit of July.
Okay, so hold on. I think something is in custody, so.
Your Honor, could I have a breakout with Mr. Malero regarding this case before we set it for trial?
Sure. Mr. Malaro and Mr. Sneed, go ahead and join that breakout room. All right. Figure out who the rest of these people are. All right, let's connect audio. I have somebody admitted earlier is not connected to audio, so you can't hear me. So I don't know why I even said that. Great, I just admitted somebody, their phone says JT's phone. Can I ask what your name is, please? I'm gonna send you a request to unmute your device, JT.
Okay.
What is your name?
Jerome Osborne.
All right. Jerome Osborne. Who's your attorney, Jerome Osborne? That'd be Mr. Okay.
Mike
Yeah, I got
Mike
him.
Margosian.
Okay. All right, so let me grab his file. Mr. Dagmar goes in. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jerome Trask Osborne the fourth. File number 25-22266 FH. I will have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, but Mr. Sneed is appearing on behalf of the people, and then Mr. Dagmar goes in is appearing on behalf of Jerome Osborne. This is date and time set for arraignment in this matter. Mr. Dagmar goes in. Do you waive the reading of the felony information?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you received a copy of the felony information, prosecutor's request for discovery and witness list?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, at this time, we'll plead not guilty. I'd ask for a pretrial.
All right, so I will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Osborne. My next available is July 16 or July 23rd, Mr. Dagmar goes in. July 16 good?
16, that's the next available. That's fine.
That's my next available on my schedule, but obviously Mr. Dagmar goes in. If there's a resolution that has been reached, I much prefer taking a plea on a day different than a Wednesday, and we will work you in sooner, okay? So we will do the notice of hearing. Mr. Osborne, stay in contact with your attorney, and I will see you back here on July 16 of 2025 at 8:30 in the morning. We will mail a notice out. Thank you, Mr. Dagmar goes in. Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed now that you've been able to chat with Mr. Steen?
Your Honor, can the court hear?
I'm sorry, Mr. Malaro, I swear to God, I have called
How about
IT on your.
now?
Yes,
hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, yes.
Your Honor, after talking to Prosecutor Sneed, if Mr. Graves is willing, I believe we could get this across the finish line with a no contest plea.
All right.
Are you willing to do that, Mr. Graves?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, Mr. Graves, you understand you do have a right. You do have a right to have a jury trial in this matter if you would like. The prosecutor and your attorney have decided that if you wish, you can enter a no contest plea for lack of memory. I'm presuming, Mr. Malaro.
Judge, I would argue that to the court that due to the time lapse and the Mr. Graves' substance abuse history, there's probably a memory issue.
All right. So, Mr. Graves, would you like to change your plea to a no contest plea?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you understand you have the right to go to trial if you want.
Yes.
And you want to plead no contest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Graves, I'm going to go back a little bit just to ask you so you can say that. And then we'll just pick up back kind of where we stopped. So, Mr. Graves, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about June 11 of 2023 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of controlled substance possession of methamphetamine? No contest or not guilty?
No contest.
Okay. All right. So who's going to place factual basis on the record for me?
I could do it, Judge.
Thank you.
At least I'll give it a try. So, Your Honor, we believe that the state would be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about June 11th of 2023 in the city of Adrian, county of Lenawee, state of Michigan, that Mr. Graves was knowingly and intentionally possessed the substance methamphetamine contrary to MCL 333.74032BI. Specifically, that Mr. Graves, while incarcerated in the Lenawee County Jail, was seen on video picking up a substance, transporting it to a, I guess, less open section of the jail, and I believe handing it to another inmate. And then the jail personnel intervened intercepted that substance that was in, I believe, a plastic baggie. And that substance turned out to be methamphetamine. And that I believe the state would be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that not only did Mr. Graves transport that substance, that he knew and was aware of what that substance was, namely methamphetamine, contrary to Michigan law.
All right, Mr. Sneed, any additions or deletions?
I just need to correct the date on the information should have been the actual 3-year anniversary falling today. The date of the incident was May 28th, 2023. So I'm sorry, 2-year anniversary.
All right, Mr. Malaro, any objection to that?
No objection. I mean, that's close enough to June 11th, Judge. We're not going to be picky.
Okay, well, based on the facts placed on the record and from the information referenced in the police report, the court finds beyond a reasonable doubt that on May 28th of 2023 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee, that the defendant did commit the offense of possession of methamphetamine by having it in his possession at the Lenawee County Jail and transporting it through the jail. And therefore, the court accepts the no contest plea on the basis of lack of memory due to lapse of time. Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Malaro?
Yes, the court has complied.
Mr. Sneed?
Yes, thank you.
All right, okay, I accept the plea. It's been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. I will set sentencing for July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. Mr. Graves, do you wish to appear in person or via Zoom?
Via Zoom.
All right, we'll put that via Zoom. Someone from the Department of Corrections will come over to meet with you, be truthful with them about your background, also the events that occurred. They'll prepare a pre-sentence report and we will provide a copy to your attorney. And he will review that with you before the day of sentencing, and then we'll see you back on July 11 at 8:15 via Zoom. Ms. Holly?
That's it. I guess if he's gonna be in jail, we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Graves. Mr. Graves, could you let them know well, no, that's it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Graves. You're all set.
Welcome.
Okay, so I have people in my waiting rooms. Let's see who these people are. Sam, I have Malika Rembert. All right, Malika Rembert, if you can start your audio and your video for us, please. There you go. All right, Ms. Rembert, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Malika Rembert, file number 24-21966FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Rembert, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the time set for a pre-trial conference. And Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, there we go.
Yes.
I would ask to adjourn this matter one time. There is a verbal plea offer that I need to reduce to writing with Mr. Sneed and then discuss it with Ms. Rembert, and I think we can get to the resolution.
Okay, I will set this for July 9 at 8:30 in the morning for pre-trial. Obviously, Mr. Malaro, if a resolution is reached sooner, I'm more than happy to see her sooner than that on a day that's not a Wednesday. And Mr. Malaro, can you do the step in order to adjourn?
Yes, Your Honor, I can do that.
All right, so Ms. Rembert, July 9 at 8:30 in the morning, same Zoom number you used today, all right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and your bonds continued. Thank you. Isn't Haybecker in jail? Yes? No. Not that I know. I swear Haybecker was in jail. All right. So, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jasmine Elizabeth Sarabia, file number 25-22249FH, have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people and Michael Dagmar-Gosian appearing on behalf of Jasmine Sarabia. I've admitted a Samsung device. Could you unmute, please? All right. Who do I have on the Samsung, ma'am?
Jamie Heimerdinger.
All right, and just kind of hang out for a minute. All right, so Mr. Dagmar-Gosian, I do have a letter dated May 27 from Darren Coast, my pretrial services coordinator. Ms. Sarabia was released from the jail on May 5, and she was required to test twice a week as a term of her bond condition. On May 6th, Mr. Coase went to her address that we were given and was not able to reach a response. He left a card. She hasn't responded. She did not show for her initial May 14 arraignment, but obviously I moved it to today. And she has not been testing. She has not reported or responded to Mr. Coast, and she is not here today. So, Mr. Dagmar-Gosian, I know that you were surprised by that. Were you able to reach her?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Sarabia is charged with possession with intent to deliver and a delivery manufacturer. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for her arrest. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $75,000 cash surety. That would be $25,000 per count. And obviously, Mr. Dagmar-Gosian, if you find her, we will get her in right away to accommodate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
So, ma'am, what'd you say your name was again?
Jamie Heimerdinger.
Okay. She's Heimerdinger. No. I have not gotten MDOC, so. Hold on, Mr. Malaro.
Yes, Judge.
Amy Clow. I don't have Amy Clow. Are you ready for that one?
I am not. I've been trying to reach her. But if I can have a moment, Judge, let's see if I can get a hold of her again.
Yep, that's fine.
Thanks.
All right, and all right, Ms. Heimerdinger, Rhonda Underwood is your attorney, and
Yes.
Rhonda Underwood goes to Judge Olsaver's court first.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is put her initials after your name and.
Okay.
Well, I gotta actually change your name. And then, when she gets here, I will bring you right back in because you're the only one she has in front of me today. All right?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You are welcome. Here we go. Let's see what's going on in judgeable savers, maybe still random. Send her a little chat and try to entice her back here. It's probably not gonna work. Oh, I see she got my little chat. Aw, Miss Underwood left me on red. She didn't even respond.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
I'm being told that Miss Clough is in rehab in Traverse City. I was just given a phone number. If I could have a minute to reach out to her, see if I can
Mr.
get her.
Coase, do you have information on that?
I do, Judge. She is in treatment up in
Oh.
Traverse City. That is correct. She went in a couple weeks ago. It is Phoenix Hall in Traverse City. I do have a phone number.
Okay, so Mr. Malaro, do you want me just to adjourn it?
Yeah, Judge, I would ask the court to waive her presence and adjourn this out, maybe 30 days.
It's not an arraignment, so, okay. I will, my next available. Let's go July 9 at 8:30 in the morning. And Mr. Malaro, if you can do the stip in order to adjourn. And Mr. Sneak, can you sign your name and we will
Yes.
make sure Mr. Malarsky gets a copy of it. Thank you.
Yeah, what was that place again, Mr. Coast?
It's called Phoenix Hall, up in Traverse City. The phone number I have is 231-346-5230.
All right. We'll get it out there. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And I think, Mr. Malaro, that is all I had with you today, right?
I hope so. 'Cause-
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We're going to take a recess while we're waiting for Mr. Glazier and Miss Underwood.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's what I heard too. Hammer dinner, we're gonna do at 10:30 with dinner or something. Our judge. Huh? Thank you, good job. Okay, great. Well, yes, I'm gonna go to the company. I told Doug, no, I wish I could have popcorn. Oh, I was eating. No, I told him. I'll be clear. He said, I'll make it hot, so I make it hot. I know.
No.
Hey, this is Judge Anzalone. I am ready on Angel Rosas and Israel Villa.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye. Okay.
Rose might be on the basement one because she's not holding still.
Oh, okay. All right, Miss Underwood, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan. Do you have Jamie Heimerdinger, Miss Underwood?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Jamie Marie Heimerdinger, file number 21-20407FH. And Brenda Underwood appearing on behalf of Miss Heimerdinger, and Miss Heimerdinger is appearing via Zoom. So this is a violation of probation. And Miss Underwood, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, the last time we were here, Ms. Heimerdinger was in the, I believe it was the Jackson County Jail.
Yeah.
She has since gotten out. She is pregnant, and this is a failure to report case that's kind of old. She was under the impression that she was finished. She apparently was not. Back then, Ms. Heimerdinger had a lot of stuff going on. So I would, Jamie, do you want to break out?
Yeah, for a second, if that's
Thank you.
okay.
So, Ms. Underwood, I would say she was placed on probation on February 17 of 22, and she absconded on June. So she was only on probation for a period of 6 months. So I'm going to open a breakout room and give you guys an opportunity to speak. And Mr. Vila, we will be with you in just a moment. So Ms. Underwood and Ms. Heimerdinger, go ahead and join that breakout room. Oh, all right, I have somebody joining me from MDOC. Can I ask your name, please?
Shannon Foley.
Good morning, Miss Foley. We'll be with you in
Good
just
morning.
a little bit, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you. There's no video on here. Is that because of this or is your end?
I probably have mine turned off. Hold on. Can you see me now?
No.
Okay, so you should see a couple people on your screen, so I'm not sure why they're not.
Yeah, no, but I have a complete black screen.
All right, you might want to let them know that.
Okay.
All right. All right, Miss Underwood, I'm going to close out your breakout room. And bring Miss Heimerdinger back.
They're on there. I can't see them. I can't see them, but they're on there. I don't know. She's shaking her head at me.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Underwood, how do you wish to proceed on behalf of Jamie Heimerdinger today?
We would ask the court to continue the not guilty plea. Now that Ms. Heimerdinger is out, I want her to bring in the paperwork she has, Your Honor, because she's very confused as to why she should still have to report. So we're gonna try to sort through this, Your Honor.
So Ms. Heimerdinger, and your attorney will explain it to you. The allegations are several years old. It looks like we sent you back on February 17 of 2022. And I placed you on probation. Hold on, let me talk. I placed you on probation for 2 years. In June of 22, it's alleged that you stopped reporting and we never saw you again. So that's what the violation is for. I'm going to set this out so you can have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Underwood. And I'm going to set this out to June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. So June 11 at 8:15 in the morning, and Ms. Underwood will do the notice of hearing because it is a violation of probation. All right, Ms. Heimerdinger, we'll see you back on that day. All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you. All right. So Ms. Underwood, I have Mr. Vila. So let me grab his paperwork. All right. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Israel Vila Jr., file number 25-22210FH. I have Ron Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Vila, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for a pre-trial conference. So, Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed on behalf of Mr. Vila?
Your Honor, Mr. Vila has a probable cause on the more serious case downstairs on June 4th. We would ask for an adjournment till perhaps June 8 or June
11.
So that's fine, Your Honor.
Well, if he has a probable cause on Wednesday, June 4th, and it could be set for prelim, why don't I just give you a different date, and you can always give a note because you don't know if you're waiving it yet. So I'm going to set this
We
over
absolutely
to,
don't.
yeah, so I'm going to set this over for pre-trial on July 9. Obviously, depending on what happens at the probable cause of the prelim, if you have a date up here sooner, Ms. Underwood, just let Ms. Adams know and she will move it to that date as well. So we'll set this one for pre-trial on July 9 at 8:30 in the morning. And good luck at the probable cause.
I will do the skip in order with Mr. Sneed's permission.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we are waiting for, let's see. All right, so the last one I have with you, Miss Underwood, is Angel Rosas, and we are just waiting for her. Miss Foley is here on the 10 o'clock. Miss Underwood, are you able to send a message to Mr. Glazier that Miss Foley is here?
Your Honor, I believe he's still in the other courtroom.
Oh, I thought they were locked. Oh, no, he's in my waiting room. He just popped in. All right, perfect. So
He
Miss
just got done. He just got done. Vela got adjourned on?
Vila got adjourned to July 9 at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Shannon Marie Foley, who is the prosecutor on that? Mr. McCready, file number 25-22138FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Miss Foley, and I have Dave McCready appearing on behalf of the people. Miss Foley, we've had a heck of a time trying to get you here. They keep just telling us you weren't available, and today we told them, well, that's what you said the last 2 times, so we expect her, and look, here you are. So we're glad to see you.
Right.
Mr. Glazier, how do you wish to proceed with Miss Foley?
Your Honor, I don't have, is there a amended or is there a plea bargain in front of you? I don't have it.
I have a plea agreement and an amended felony information. The plea agreement form I have states
Yeah.
that the defendant will plead guilty to an added count 2 possession of methamphetamine, second offense. That carries a maximum penalty. What is it? 15 years, Mr. McCready?
It's 20 years.
Oh, it's a double penalty, so that would be 20 years. And then count 1 would be dismissed. There's no habitual offender fourth offense notice, but if there was, that says that would be dismissed. And a sentence she receives would be concurrent with and not to exceed the MDOC sentence she is currently serving. So that's the plea agreement form. Mr. Glazier, do you need a breakout room with Miss Foley?
No, well, do you need to, Your Honor, just that the minimum would not exceed 11/8/26. That's her earliest out date at the prison.
It says a sentence concurrent with and not to exceed the MDOC sentence she is currently serving.
Right.
Right.
And just for the record, I was going to indicate that's 11/8/26.
Okay. All right. Do you need a breakout room with Miss Foley?
Miss Foley, do you need to talk to me about that?
No, sir. Nope. That's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
Okay. So Miss
okay.
Foley, you want to raise your
Yes.
right hand for me?
Can you
Are you
see me?
able to
Because I
see
can't
us?
see none of you guys.
So I can see you. Are
Okay,
you
okay.
comfortable proceeding without seeing me?
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure you can see me raise my right hand and all that. So
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
We have perfect video on you. All right.
Okay.
Do you
All right,
solemnly
thank you.
swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you can put your hand down. So Ms. Foley, you've heard the statement of your attorney and Mr. McCready. Again, that's the correct recitation of the plea.
Are you asking me?
Mr.
guys?
McCready?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it is.
All right, and then Ms. Foley, you heard me read off the plea agreement that I've received in a written form. So is it your intention to plead guilty to an added count 2 controlled substance possession of methamphetamine with a controlled substance second offense notice, which means it's a double penalty? So the maximum penalty could be up to 20 years in prison, but there's a sentencing agreement that your sentence will be concurrent with and not exceed the MDOC sentence you're currently serving. So is it your
Yes, ma'am.
intention to plead guilty to that offense then?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, ma'am. Very much.
Good. Neither the prosecutor, the defendant, nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other possible sentence with the court. Is that correct, Mr. Glazier?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. McCready?
Correct.
Ms. Foley, as far as you're aware, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, ma'am.
All right, so Ms. Foley, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a
Okay.
speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand, Ms. Foley, that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and we are going to mail to you your notice, well, your rights, and then we're going to ask for you to sign it. The law changed, so you're supposed to be able to read your rights in a written form and sign it. We are going to send that to you, and you'll get a copy to sign. That'll come back to us. and a copy to keep, but they're the same rights that I'm reading you here today. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right, do you understand that if the plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failing to appear for sentencing, violating terms or conditions on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Ma'am, do you have any questions about the rights that I've just given to you?
No, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Foley, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about August 17 of 2024 in Adrian Township in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense, controlled substance, possession of methamphetamine, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, ma'am.
And with regard to the second or subsequent offense, ma'am, you actually were convicted on January 10th. Okay, so Mr. McCready, I need more information than that when you do
Yeah, that's possession of that,
penalty.
7403 2B1 is possession of meth.
Okay, so could you guys, for our benefit, just so we don't have to look up the statute, print that in there for us. All right, so ma'am, you were convicted of a possession of methamphetamine back on January 10th of 2023 as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're pleading guilty to that as well? To that
Yes.
second offense? All right.
Yes.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Glazier,
Oh, Your Honor.
Mr. McCready,
No.
okay, so, has your attorney promised you, other than what was placed on the record for a sentencing agreement, any other particular sentence or estimated what any other part of your sentence will be?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes.
So Ms. Foley, back on August 17 of 2024, were you in that Adrian Township in the county of Lenawee?
Yes.
And did you have in your possession methamphetamine?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know it was methamphetamine?
Yes, ma'am.
And you intended to possess it?
Yes.
Okay. And now you also have a prior conviction of possession of methamphetamine back on January 10th of 2023. Mr. McCready, we also, if you can make sure they add the jurisdiction on that, was that in Lenawee County as well, Ms. Foley?
No, I believe it was Jackson, Michigan. Jackson County.
Okay, in Jackson, Michigan? Okay.
Yes.
All right, and you pled guilty and were convicted of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you satisfied, Mr. McCready?
Yes.
All right, has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Glazier?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McCready?
Yes.
All right, I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of her rights. She does have competent counsel. There is a sentencing agreement, and of course, the court will honor that. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Glazier, are you available on July 11 at 8:15 in the morning?
Hold on a second. Yeah, just put in there. If I'm not, somebody else from our office will be there.
All right, Miss Foley, you do have where you're at Huron Valley, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you do have a right to be present in person, or you can appear via Zoom. How would you like to do that?
I'd like to do the VI Zoom because I am in a core class here for ASAT for a mandatory class. So I don't want to miss any time on that.
Excellent. All right, so we will schedule that via Zoom. So you're at Huron Valley, someone from Michigan Department of Corrections will meet with you and do an update to your pre-sentence report. Be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred. We'll get you a copy of that and a copy to Mr. Glazier, and Mr. Glazier will, the PDs work hard to meet with people in MDOC, but sometimes MDOC has a lot going on and they can't get in. So hopefully we'll be able to meet with you in advance, but if you can't, I'll let them speak to you that morning, all right?
Okay, I have one more question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
My phone went into evidence that night. Can I have a friend pick that up after sentencing, or how does that work?
Mr. McCready, can she have her phone back after she's sentenced?
I can look into that, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's got all my pictures in there from years, and I can't get it right now, but I can send a friend there to get it after I'm sentenced, if that's okay.
All right. So, Mr. McCready, if you could just make a note after July 11, someone can pick up her phone from, is it Adrian Township Police Department or is it?
I'm not sure where it is.
Let me see who arrested you. Oh, it was the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Yep. So Mr. McCready will send a message on that. Thank you. All right, Ms.
Okay,
Foley, we'll see you back then. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. McCready, I know that a lot of times defendants, like she only had a couple priors, but a lot of defendants have so many priors. If I can't tell them where the conviction was. So it would be helpful to the judges if it just lists the jurisdiction that prior conviction was, and that would help us. And the name of the offense, that would help us when we're reading it off. Thank you.
Yep, I just added it.
It's okay. All right, so Ms. Rosas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is, and wait, did I lose Rhonda Underwood?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I did. Hold on. Let me send a message to Miss Underwood and try to get her back.
Yes, ma'am. I thought court wasn't until the 4th.
To the 4th? I don't know. For me, it was today.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Let me send her a chat. All right, so you just bear with us for a moment and we'll get her back. Mr. Glazier, Mr. Glazier, are you ready on Haybecker?
Yes, is he there?
Is he at the jail?
He might be Judge.
John, is he in jail?
I didn't think so, but maybe.
Well, let me check because he's not here.
Jail deputy, you're welcome to speak.
Hey, this is Judge Ann Sloan. By any chance, is Anthony Haybecker there?
I don't believe so. I do believe he got PR bonded. Let me double check for you though.
All right.
Judge. Phoebe was gonna come in at 10:30 on Haybecker.
Okay. Well, he was set at. Okay.
He is not here. Let me tell you when he was released.
Thank you.
PR bond on 5/20/25.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, Phoebe may have been coming at 10:30, but I don't have Mr. Haybecker. Are you going to try to reach out to him, Mr. Glazier?
I can. I don't know if I still have a phone number for him.
See if I have a number from his court stuff.
Yeah, I don't see where I got a good phone number for him.
Well, he didn't put a phone number in on his waiver. So let me see. All right, here's his bond.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
see.
I have a phone number, Mr. Glazier. I'm going to chat it to you.
Is that begin with 260?
Live on YouTube, so I don't want you to put his phone number on YouTube. So I'm going to chat you the phone number that was on his bond. That's all I have. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send it in a chat right now.
All right.
So the number.
I just gotta pee.
You done?
No, I just gotta pee.
Well, okay. So Mr. Glazier, there's the chat. That's the phone number that's on his bond.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Rosas? All right,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Angel Rosas, file number 25-22142FH. Rhonda Underwood, are you ready to proceed? I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Ms. Rosas, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for a pretrial. We also have a contempt of court for failure to appear for the pretrial on March 19 of 2025. And there's also a violation of bond conditions that there's an allegation she violated on, let me see here. Looks like they're alleging that on May 9th of 25 at 5:20, Miss Rosas was in contact with the alleged victim, Miguel Rivera, at his apartment and allegedly committed a felonious assault with a knife upon him. But
Well, is
I'm
anything
assuming
hot
there's
back
some,
there?
Mr. Glazier, I'm gonna mute you real quick. But I don't know, Miss Underwood, if there are pending charges from that or what, so.
Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There's been a plea agreement worked out, Your Honor, whereby Ms. Rivera will plead guilty to count 1 and count 5 of this information, which is the damage to property and the domestic assault, Your Honor, on a Haida with the Killebrew to a Haida. And Your Honor, the felony case, which was waived up here pursuant to that other bond violation, is being dismissed in its entirety based on this
So
plea, Your Honor.
the alleged,
We would ask the court on that basis to dismiss that bond violation.
so the alleged assault that occurred on May 9th of 25 was charged as a felony, but has since will be nolly prossed upon entry of a plea on this file.
That's correct.
Okay, and then the plea offer on this file is plead guilty to count 1 MDOP and count 5 domestic violence, a 4-year felony and a 93-day misdemeanor, and the contempt of court for failure to appear for the pretrial on March 19 of 25.
I believe she would plead guilty to that as well, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sneed, is that a correct recitation of the plea?
Your Honor, I have a written plea form if I could just indicate what the terms of that are. I think most of that's correct. But in file ending 42FH, the defendant agrees to plead guilty to count 1 and count 5 as charged. And there is a sentence agreement of a sentence under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act. the people would dismiss all the remaining counts, as well as the new felony case, which at the time of this plea offer didn't have a case number yet. Next, the defendant agrees to pay restitution to the City of Adrian Police Department in the amount of $986.37.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And so she would admit to the facts for count 2, for restitution only, I believe. In the new case, and restitution on that would be determined at sentencing. And for reference, the new case file number is 250923FY, and that is pending in district court right now.
So what, oh, so,
I'm sorry, she waived, and that was set for arraignment today, excuse me. Or I'm sorry, set for arraignment on June 4th.
all right, just from my notes, she's gonna plead to count 1, MVOP of fire police property. Restitution on that count is $986.37, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what was the one she was gonna admit for restitution purposes at count 2?
That is count 2 in the file set for arraignment on June 4th. That's a malicious destruction of property, 200 to 1,000, and restitution is to be determined in that matter.
Okay, I don't have that file, so as part of the plea, restitution in the new file, what was that new file number?
The district court number was 250923FY. That's set for arraignment June 4th. I don't believe we have a circuit court number as of today.
And she would admit, or the restitution in that file would be added to this file?
Correct, Your Honor.
And who is that restitution owed to? Miguel Rivera?
I believe that is the victim identified, yes.
And she has a right to a restitution hearing on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Underwood, does that all sound like the correct recitation of the plea?
Ms. Rivera?
I'm not a Rivera. I'm a Rosas.
And she's
sorry.
Rosas.
Ms. Rosas, I'm sorry, I apologize. Did you hear everything that?
I'm confused as fuck right now.
Not,
I'm really confused.
So, Ms. Rosas, you can be confused, but you can't say you're confused as fuck. So I'll have you brought back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock because I don't deal with that. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Thank you. All right. Ms. Underwood, I'll see you back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock with her.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe that way you can talk to her, and she's kind of, well, she's gone, so never mind. Ms. Rosas was not having a good day. All right, Mr. Glazier. Let me grab all my stuff. I've been throwing stuff around today. All right. Powers, Rosas, Haybecker. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Scott Haybecker, we have 3 files, 24-21817FH, 24-21818FH, and 24-21819FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Haybecker. I have Phoebe McClure appearing on behalf of the people. Notice of hearing and the schedule indicated this matter was set for 8:15. I know we were going to do it later. The reason I say that is Mr. Haybecker has not been present, is not currently present. Mr. Glazier was stridently trying to reach his client. Mr. Glazier, have you been able to reach your client?
I have not, Your Honor. The number you gave me, the person did not know of Mr. Haybecker. I tried another old one in our file and left a message. The only thing I would indicate to the court is I've got a note on 520 that he was arraigned, given a PR bond, and that he had to sign a release. And then I wrote in there pretrial in your court at 528 at 8:15, which would be tomorrow if that's, oh no, excuse me, that is
No,
today.
that's today.
Yep, that's what I wrote down. Okay, yeah, he never came in to see me, so I don't know why he's not here.
All right, well, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for his arrest.
Judge, can I be very briefly?
Yeah,
Just that we did have, Chief Cuevas has been keeping pretty close tabs on Mr. Haybecker. One, he's never gotten his tether on, which was a requirement of his bond. And two, when he did get rearrested and he was given a PR bond right away, the jail did confirm that they gave him notice of his next court date when they released him. I only say that to say, it gets frustrating when he gets picked back up and he's always given a PR bond right away. So I would just ask that the court set bond higher upon rearrest, if that can be heard or noted.
okay. All right, so I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear for today's proceedings. I will set bond at 50,000 cash on each file for a total of $150,000 cash. I think it was in jail somewhere for a while, but then he got out, and then, so obviously, Mr. Glazier, if you're able to communicate with him and get him in as soon as possible, we can take care of this. Otherwise, I guess we'll see him when we find him. All right, thank you, Mr. Glazier.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so now I need Matt Murphy. Thank you, Ms. McClure.
I did text Mr. Murphy and let him know I was here for Mr. Powers. Have not heard from him yet.
I'll call the jail for Powers anyway. John, I think that's all you have with me, Mr. Glazier.
I have Holbrook, it says.
This is Judge Anselon. I'm ready on William Powers.
Okay.
And we don't have a Holbrook at the jail, so.
He's in Judge Olsaver's court.
Yeah.
You said we don't have a Holbrook?
No, never mind, never mind.
We don't have a Holbrook.
Yeah, but it's not my court. John Glazier, that's Judge Olsaver's court.
Oh, I had it in here. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, just Powers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's a Olsaver file, John Glazier.
All right, sorry about that.
It's okay. All right. I'm gonna close out all these jail rooms. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna step off the bench till we get Mr. Murphy.
She kept calling her, reading her. You know, it's like, Mama. I mean, that doesn't excuse it, but. I'm gonna stay. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Murphy and Mr. Sneed, let me look here. All right, this is, are you William Powers?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Powers, it's a bench conference, so I am going to put you in the waiting room and I'm gonna go off live feed, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. We'll bring it back in a minute. All right, I'm gonna stop the live.